Or just a sound check, and then we talk. And now we're live.
And we're sound checking.
And hey, everybody. I know my microphone sounds great, so the rest of you need to talk.
Check one. Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Well, it's loud enough.
Right.
Good.
Blah, blah,
Brian.
blah. Checking. 1, 2. Testing.
Okay.
Testing, Mom.
That sounds like Tommy Oaks.
All right.
Testing.
It
That sounds like Pat Oaks.
You know what I want to do? I want to talk about the growlery real quick before we.
Yes. The growlery. I want one with a fireplace and a sofa.
Don't,
and a little wooden staircase that goes downstairs to the growlery.
But you have to tell everybody.
Smells
what
like
it is.
leather and cigar smoke. And we were watching Bleak House this week, the Dickens novel that's been turned into a miniseries. And there's a scene where John Jarndyce turns to one of his wards and says, "Esther, meet me in the growlery later." And I said, "What's a growlery?" And we looked it up, and it's a space in your home where you go. It's designated for you to go and be ill-tempered in it. You can go there to complain. You can go there to vent your frustrations. You can just go there just to be miserable. And it's designated for that. And I just love that idea.
I think that we are definitely going to have a growlery in on this show. And I haven't figured out exactly how it's going to work, but there will have to be a designated place where you can be ill-tempered. And I imagine that Brian will spend a great deal of time
I imagine he will.
in the SCQS growlery.
We should have a room at Vacay called the growlery for people who want to complain.
Not really.
All right. So
Growlery. You got it, Suzanne. That's right. Growlery.
growlery.
Right.
So Kristin used to be Weber is on the show, but she's not Kristin Weber anymore, are you?
No, you're not.
Tell us.
Married kind of for love, but mostly it was a good business decision to take his last name. So that's why we really got married. It was just smart business move.
She cleaved to me.
The name.
Clove.
Isn't that the biblical thing?
Cleave
You
and
cleave to your spouse.
Yeah.
Funny that leave is a prominent part of the word cleave, which it means opposite.
She left her mother and father and came to me, and then we went to live with her mother and father.
But it's
So
nice.
you're all
Mom can do all the cooking and cleaning, so I get to focus on being a wife. So
so you're all kind of cleaving to each other.
can we? Are we supposed to be seeing people right now?
No, not yet.
No.
No, actually,
you guys-
this is a good chance for us to play the theme song. I'm going to take
They're
everybody
panicked
out.
because they can't
Go.
see anybody. And they're like, what have we got? All right.
No, this is just sound check. This is
Okay.
very
All
important.
right. So go ahead and fire off that video.
All right,
and then
we'll get
just
started.
ball rolling.
Okay.
Sign up if you dare, starring comics everywhere. Coming out of quarantine, so catch the vibe and dig the scene. Take a seat, gonna grab a snack, gonna kill the room, gonna talk some smack. Cutting it down like a lumberjack, come take a ride in my Cadillac. Kicking it live on the radio, everybody got a right to know. This ain't my first rodeo, hit the spotlight, here we go. Are you ready for the show? 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 Get it live, so be our guest. Everybody gonna be so blessed. Hoping you cats gonna be impressed. Ain't no time to be depressed. Are you ready for the best?
Welcome to Oh, I didn't know you were going to be on with me. I'm so happy. To
I
see
wasn't going to, but then you cried about it, so I
did.
decided
They were going to
come on.
throw me out here all by myself to try to get the show rolling without any help. And
Well, and I need to get
I
all
could
these
do it.
people out here. I need to get all these comments out here. So
all right, I'm going to put up the thing about how big a show it is because that's important, and then we'll get right to it. I know that you guys are here for the game and for the guests, and you're not here for me and my usual stupidity. But there's certain things that we just have to do because they're part of the show.
Mhm.
One of them is this: we have to tell you how big a show it is, and I'm not kidding. This week, a lot of times, I feel like people don't take this seriously. I feel like a lot of times people don't take this part of it seriously. Is that fair?
I'm not listening to you. I'm saying hi to
See,
Jessica.
that's what I
Hi,
mean.
Jessica.
A lot of times people are completely
Russ.
tuned out. Well, hey, everybody. So while she's saying hello to everybody, I'm just going to get this out of the way.
How big is it?
We have a gigantic show this week. If a typical show is represented by this mastodon, this week's show looks a little something like this. You see what I did?
Oh,
the
that
theme?
is so clever
Mhm.
and brilliant.
Thanks. I don't think that that's patronizing or anything. Okay, so tonight's show, Juwan is on the road, so we don't have Juwan with us, but we're not going to miss him. We're not going to miss Juwan DeVivo at all
No
because we have special guests, and so I'm going to go. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with the Oaks. I'm going to start with the Oaks family.
Okay.
Because JT is a normal member of our cast. He's here with us tonight, and also Tommy and Pat, who are beloved members of our SCQS family. So let's bring them out. There they are. There's the Oaks.
Hey. There we are.
And break.
Hey.
And gosh, it's so good to have you. Now
Thank
we're
you.
playing a game tonight. We're playing the. Can I say it? What do you think, Pat? Should I just say it? Or
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to play the Newlywed game. Pat was a little worried that we were maybe going to get into some copyright trouble.
Well, she
But,
was worried that it wasn't appropriate because of the
Sarah.
age
Yeah.
of the
Sarah.
contestants. But
Oh, the age of the contestants. Okay.
yeah,
Mhm.
Because they're in their mid-30s, the Oaks.
yeah.
Old
All right.
David.
And so I want to bring out the Oaks first because we're playing a Newlywed game. Now, how long have you guys been married? Tommy and Pat.
50. We're in our 57th year, I think. 57th year. 57.
Okay.
57.
That is fantastic.
Mhm.
Standing O, standing O.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
There's a
Very
slight
much.
delay, but I guarantee you that our commenters are going to be clapping emojis here any moment.
Right. There will be some appreciation.
Yeah.
So the
Hey, Jeff.
the Oaks have graciously volunteered to face off against a couple that has already reached the status of marriage experts, and so they're not pikers, is what I'm saying. These are people who know what they're doing and are already touring. And ladies and
We
gentlemen,
don't.
get those emojis ready because making their SCQS debut are the Wittys, Mr. and Mrs. Isaac Witty. There they are.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you guys been married?
On the 2nd, it will not only be our 4-month anniversary, but it will also be 1 year since we met each other.
Yep.
Wow.
Standing O, standing
Wow.
We were
Good for
really
you.
good at dating, really good at being engaged, and we're equally as good at marriage.
Yeah.
So yeah. I don't know if anyone who
Courtships are for losers.
That's right.
Long courtships are for losers.
Right. So you guys got married like in February, right? Is that the
February,
deal?
yeah.
February 2nd.
1 year ago today, had you said something about Kristin Weber, I would have said, who's Kristin Weber?
Right.
Oh,
I would have said the same thing.
yeah.
Who's Kristin Weber? I would have meant it more like
Right.
philosophically. Who
Yeah.
is
Oh,
Kristin Weber?
yeah. That's so deep. That's why I love it. So much.
Not literally. Kristin was in a very dark place a year ago, wondering,
Kristin Weber.
questioning her own identity.
Uh-huh.
And so now you guys met at a conference, a comedy conference, right? In
We did.
Indianapolis.
Indianapolis.
Near Indianapolis.
Yeah. We were living in Atlanta at the time. So naturally we met in Indianapolis.
Right.
As
What's that song John hates?
to happen. And
We had
What's
3
that song he
conversations
hates?
I
Come
think
we
to
had
Indiana,
three
is that it?
conversations.
2 or 3.
at the conference. We
Yeah.
exchanged numbers.
Uh-huh.
And then a month after we
Yeah.
met, we started hanging out.
Right.
In Atlanta.
Mm-hmm. Real cash.
Yeah.
And there was like sparks flying. Is that what it was?
Yeah, when we started hanging out. Yes.
Yeah.
Not at the conference.
Not at the conference that you
conference.
know that we're talking about. There's no
I
room
know.
for sparks to fly there.
Not really.
That's not a place where sparks fly. You're on your guard at all
Yeah.
times. So, yeah, we just had a couple of and it was more like, oh, okay, yeah, we both live in Atlanta. We're both comedians. Yeah, let's exchange numbers. And then we just started texting about just shows in the area. And then I was going to a home church at the time, which he was intrigued about the whole, he said he'd never heard of a home church before. So I was like, well, you should come. And come he did.
And boy, did he.
I have to throw something at my cat.
Hold on. His cat is his
So-
cat's arch nemesis is a rabbit that lives right outside our house. So that rabbit must be there.
Yeah.
All right, so we have the Wittys who've been married like 4 months,
4 months.
give or take, and then we have the Oaks who have been married for longer than that.
Ah, you bet.
57 times 12, however many months that is.
Not that much longer.
Yeah.
In the grand
Somebody
scheme
get-
of
Yeah, I mean, time is an abstract concept, really.
Mhm.
We have
Somebody
a
get back
problem.
with us. What?
We have a problem because you have 2 couples there, but we have a 5th wheel right here.
Oh, we do. Well, I've already thought of that.
Oh, okay.
And so what we're going to do is we're going to introduce our very own Brian Apprille. Hey, there he is. And Brian and JT are going to form our third, I don't want to say couple, our third pairing of contestants.
Your microphone is freaking out again. It's doing the thing.
Is
Where it
it?
gets really loud and then quiet, isn't it?
Well,
No.
I don't know what to do about that.
Is
Except,
it?
Yeah.
Are you hearing that, JT?
Yeah,
I'm
I'm hearing that.
Okay.
so
I don't know
what
what
should
to do
I
about it
do?
either.
What
Just
should I do?
I don't know, but
Go
it's
on with the
freaking-
show.
Tell everybody why Brian is here then. If you're
Well,
why
I
Brian and JT.
assume that Brian and JT are going to compete
Right.
in the
That's right.
Newlywed game,
We are very competitive.
We're going to take you all down to
That's right.
Chinatown.
which
Mhm.
is so exciting, and I cannot wait to find out. Yeah, see, John's
They-
audio is going in out.
They will
Okay.
be a control group.
So
Um,
Jeff says his money goes on the Oakses. And everyone else can kind of weigh in on who
Jeff.
they think is going to win too. But now that we know that Brian and JT are a couple, I wonder if that's going to change Jeff's mind at all.
This is our first date, and so we're ready.
I actually
Well-
think it and Brian will win. Tabby has really bad at texting. Please forgive her. She never proofreads before she puts it. I think she means JT and Brian. So we already have one vote for them.
It
Um,
would work.
So anyway,
Personally,
all right,
I
well,
will
here's-
go backstage and keep.
Should I keep? Okay, there she goes. So I'm just going to have to keep talking, even if my microphone is terrible, and you'll have
sounds
to tell
good
me
right now.
if it's so bad that I can't, that you can't understand what I'm saying. But here's how the game works. For those of you who've never seen it, I will ask questions to the ladies first, and it's already occurring to me that we're going to have to designate either JT or Brian to be, one of the first, one of the
I'll be the
ladies.
lady. That's fine.
Okay.
Not like it's a bad thing.
Yeah. Well, it's not a,
Well,
it's not a
for
bad
my
thing necessarily.
situation,
Okay.
You just got a promotion.
There we go.
All right. So I will ask the ladies 3 questions, guys. I'm going to ask you on the honor system to look away from the paper, just not pay attention to what she's writing, because I will come back and ask you to answer the questions that I've asked the ladies. All right, and then if your answers match, you get points, and so whoever has the most points at the end of the game is going to be the winner. And here we go. So the first question.
I should get my Snape wig out.
That would make it easier for me to remember which category to put you in. All right, ladies.
I will get one.
All right, go. You go for it. What is something of his that you would throw away? What is a thing of his that you would have absolutely no trouble throwing away?
Oh, man.
And
He was killing me. Brian, like, thoughtfully looking up. What is it?
what would I throw of
What
JT?
of JT's would I throw away?
Hard.
Just one thing, Brian.
Okay.
And the rest of you ladies, you can't throw away. Like, we're not talking about a whole garage sale. We're not renting a U-Haul to take all of his things. Just one
I throw away.
item. All right, you got it?
You got it?
Yeah, I got it.
Everybody got it? Okay. What are you looking at? All right. Next question, ladies. How many pairs of shoes do you own?
Wait, me or
Does she own?
do I own?
You, yeah. How many pairs of shoes do you own?
Hold on, I gotta count.
Well, doing that
Well,
noise
if-
doesn't help.
If you would rather do how many individual shoes you own, that's fine. If you'd rather not break it into pairs. Just take the number of pairs, multiply it by 2.
Like, oh, individual shoes. That makes it so much easier.
Yeah.
I own 21 shoes.
You found one by the side of the road, brought it home.
I made my best guess. I don't think I even know the answer to that question.
Well, that's going to be.
I think you own more shoes than I do.
This is one of the first things that couples should ascertain. How many shoes does she have?
Tommy's got a great shoe story.
Too many.
If you need a story break, Tommy's got a great shoe story.
Hey, Gene.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The one about the shoe polish.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
We will do the when we ask the question, we will get that shoe story. Tommy always has a good story. All right, last question. Ladies and Brian, if he was a superhero, what superhero would he be? He gets to pick to be a superhero. What superhero is he going to pick to be?
What would I choose to be? Not what you would choose
Not
for
what
me.
I would choose.
Right.
What I would choose for me.
What would he choose?
Easy. This one's easy.
I actually think I could guess JT's. I actually think I could nail that one.
I'm not real into
Yeah, I'm not. Not.
All right.
Put what I think you would.
All right. You got it?
Please,
We good?
Be clear.
Hey.
All right. Guys, come on back into the room. Oh.
Here I am. What the?
All right.
What?
All right. We'll start.
Where have we been?
We'll start with Tommy and Pat. So Tommy,
Okay.
what is something that Pat wrote down that she would throw away? Something of yours that she would
Mine?
throw away.
Bad socks or underwear.
Bad socks or underwear.
Or bad underwear. Either one.
Is what she would.
Yeah.
She's shaking her head. What did you write down?
You
Pat?
said, "Uh-oh."
Baltimore Orioles sweatshirt.
Oh no!
Oh,
Wouldn't throw that away.
not that.
No, not the Baltimore Orioles sweatshirt.
What? How long
I've
has he
only
had
got
this?
one of those. I only have one Baltimore Orioles sweatshirt. Well, I got all kinds of bad socks and underwear. Yeah.
She hates that Baltimore Orioles sweater.
I think so.
Worse
I've
than-
had it 35 years.
It's in holes. And
It's
he
about
wears.
gone. Yeah.
You oughta go get it.
Yeah.
What about his underwear? You're
I'll get-
okay with that?
Yeah.
Well, we didn't. you know, we've been changing my style of underwear this year.
Don't go into that.
I've got a new style of underwear this year.
Just stop.
So she's been getting new underwear for me, so the drawer's full of underwear. So I just figured she'd throw away that old underwear. And my socks have gone bad too. They really have. Yeah. Can't wait for Christmas. That's when you're supposed to get socks and underwear. But there we go.
Well, she doesn't seem to have a problem with that. Maybe it's
I
because
know. It's the
is it
shirt.
because there's clothes over it? Is it because your Baltimore Oreo sweater is on the
No,
outside
it's-
and
It's
No?
totally in rags.
We'll get it.
We'll show it
We'll
to
run
you.
and get it.
it's
Yeah.
just rags?
Yeah. Yeah. After I answer my questions, I'll run and get it.
Okay. Well, it says a lot. It says a
Yeah.
lot about her love for you that she's tolerated that awful sweater for 35 years.
I'm
And
going
I
to bury
know.
him in it.
I know. Yeah. Yeah. She's going to cremate me in it. Watch that thing burn.
she's probably going to put you in a pair of clean underwear and
Yeah.
burn you up in your Baltimore.
That's right. Clean
Yeah.
socks, clean underwear, and the Oreo shirt right into the oven.
All right, Isaac, what would Kristin throw away?
Okay, I have to preface this. My guess is that we only have my cat because she loves me so much. My cat wakes us up most nights. So my guess would be, but she wouldn't do it. My
Right.
guess would be, if it was up to her, we would send George away, but it's not going to happen. None of that.
So you think she would toss your cat?
Oh, don't
What
look
does
at
it say?
the answer, Isaac. George the
George the kitty
George
cat.
Ah.
I can't figure out where to cover this paper.
Yeah.
So that would be a match.
Mhm.
So
But you're right. We're not.
Right, but we're not
We're not going to do it.
No.
He's not going to
Mhm.
accidentally get let out into the countryside at 3 a.m. It's not going to happen.
But what if he accidentally does get let out into the countryside? Would there be some suspicion on your part, Isaac, that she did it on purpose, or would you trust her that it truly was an accident?
You might sleepwalk. Without remembering.
He would blame it on me. Yeah, she put it on me. Then I'd blame myself. And
Yeah, you fall into a pit of despair and
it's unhealthy how much love I have for that cat. It's truly unhealthy.
yeah.
Do you love the cat as much as Tommy loves his sweatshirt?
Oh boy, 35 years is a
That's
real.
a long relationship.
Cat's still
Yeah. Yeah.
Can you imagine having a 35-year-old cat running around your house?
Probably look about like my sweatshirt.
Tabitha, my dad said the same thing when we would get rid of dogs when they would get older. He said he's gonna take them to a farm in the country.
Oh,
And when we were like, wait, you had them put down.
And by farm, I mean I'm going to turn them into fertilizer.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. JT, what did Brian say he would throw away?
Brian would probably throw away my board game collection.
Brian,
Man. All right. So here's the funny thing, right? I was originally going to be like, all right, let's do some joke ones. And then like the competitive side of me was like, no, let's get this.
let's win.
Yeah, let's win. And that's just how I go. But no, I said for the joke one, his, I don't know if you can see that. It says Barbie Girl CD.
Oh.
And then for the real one, I said his Dracula soap thing. That's his.
My Dracula.
Oh, I don't
Spencer.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember the Dracula soap dispenser.
It's in the guest
It
bathroom.
comes out at Halloween.
Okay.
Mhm.
And you would get rid of that.
That's just. I was trying to think of something that was real.
Okay.
I think we're
All
good.
right.
Then.
So I think we had one match there, right? It was
We
the
did have a
Witties.
match.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Whoops, I gave it to the wrong person though. I'm bad at this. Okay.
Oh wow.
It wasn't until I saw it on the screen that I was like, wait a minute.
Wait a second.
Okay, there.
There was only 1 point scored. You gave it to the wrong.
Witties
people.
won.
Witties.
Mm.
Oaks is and JT and Brian 0.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
Next question, Tommy. How many pairs of shoes does Pat own?
Okay, we're gonna count house shoes.
No.
Oh, don't count house shoes. Well, we got a pair of sandals, walking shoes that you walk in. You got a pair of kind of work boots, and you got your cowgirl boots, and you got the little black shoes that you wear for when you're dressing up. So I'm gonna go for four. Four.
He's going to say 4 pairs of shoes. How many pairs of shoes do you have? Not counting house shoes, Pat.
What'd she put?
7.
7. What did he forget?
What did I forget?
I have 3 pair of sandals
Ooh.
Mhm.
and dress shoes
Mm-hmm.
and cowboy boots
Mhm.
and one other dress shoe.
Oh,
Okay.
And
okay.
there's another one. Anyway,
Yeah.
no.
Got some
Sorry.
sandals. Okay.
Sorry.
All right. It happens.
Ooh.
Isaac, how many pairs of shoes does she have? And you're both going to find this out together, apparently. I don't think she knows.
I think I don't have. I'm just gonna take a wild stab in the dark and say 6.
6 pairs of shoes. What did you write down?
I put
Kristin.
7 as well.
Doggone it.
Ah. Ah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Well, so but it was just you actually were just guessing too, weren't you, Kristin?
I was. I'm not sure how many pairs of shoes I printed up.
You want to take a half an hour so we can go look through our
Yeah,
closet?
we also just moved.
So there's only it's all still boxed up probably. All right, JT, how many pairs of shoes?
I'm gonna guess 7.
I mean, I got 3.
3 pairs of shoes.
Oh.
Okay.
3.
Brown,
Okay.
black. Yes.
That
Yep, I got sneakers and I got 2 sets of dress shoes.
Did you
Okay.
write
What
all
is
of
it?
your answers on different pieces of paper, Brian?
Well, I kind of forgot that I needed paper, and so my pad of paper's in the other room, so I was just scrounging, and then I realized that I have my hedgehog post-it notes, so I'm gonna write
Oh.
on the hedgehog post-it notes.
I like
Perfect.
those. Yeah.
All right. Well, we
We
still
should
have
get-
1 point Witties and no points for anyone else.
Are they going to get an extra point for that? Is Brian going to get an extra point for having hedgehog?
I think
Never
so.
mind.
No.
Oh
All right.
no!
Last question for you, ladies.
I'll leave
and
right now
Brian.
if he gets the point for that.
All right. Stay put. Tommy, what did Pat say? What superhero would you be if you could pick one? What did she say?
Okay, I know what she would say, but it wouldn't. It has changed in my life. But I'll give you what she would say, so we'll win. All right.
Okay.
Superman, Man of Steel, Superman, Superman.
What's it changed to?
Superman.
Captain America.
So what did you write down?
What'd you write? Ah, ha, ha.
Superman.
Superman.
She wrote
She
Superman.
wrote Superman.
That-
Yeah,
Well, they're kind of alike. He said
they are.
changed to Captain America, but they're kind of alike.
Yeah.
So now it's Captain America?
Yeah, it's Captain America now. We just got through seeing the movies, and he's kind of my favorite
Yeah.
now.
Okay. So you're influenced by whichever superhero you saw last. Is that how it?
Somewhat.
Because Superman's
No, because you saw Black Adam when we quit watching it.
Yeah, I quit watching that one. Well, the last one we saw too was the Russian woman.
Black Widow.
Black Widow.
That was
Yeah.
You probably didn't want to go be Black Widow.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't want to go that way.
Interesting. All right, because it's interesting to change from Superman because he's kind of the apex hero,
I know.
isn't he?
I know.
Interesting.
I haven't really enjoyed the DC movies though.
Okay. All right. Isaac, what is she gonna say? Superhero.
I think I'm not a huge superhero guy, but I guess I'd say Batman.
She
Did you say Superman? I thought you, yeah.
It was between Batman and Superman, and I thought Superman was like, you're a big America guy.
I've chosen. All right, Captain America.
I don't know. You're not super techie.
No.
Batman's techie.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah.
right. Okay, so he would. Okay,
Batman
so
doesn't
it's a
have
toss
any
up between
superpowers.
Batman and Superman. You went with Batman.
I went with Superman.
You went with Superman. That's right.
I went with Batman.
He let me down.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is starting to stir the inner geek in me because all kinds of spin-off discussions could go from here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
hard.
Is Batman a superhero?
Yeah, he doesn't have
Oh, yeah,
superpowers.
right.
Batman has no superpowers.
Yeah, you're right.
But
So,
Just money, which is a superpower.
he's gadget.
We were watching rip tracks last night of a really bad movie called Supersonic Man.
Supersonic Man.
nice.
Guys who do MST3K.
Yeah.
Tracks. Yeah. So we were
Yeah.
watching. Pretty
I got to
funny.
see that. That sounds like fun.
Sounds like that would be my superhero if I could.
It-
pick one.
It's-
Supersonic. That's what I should have put.
I
Supersonic.
know. That's what I was thinking. Maybe I should say that because we were watching it last
Yeah.
night, but
Mhm.
it would have been just as right as Batman.
Yep.
It's too late now, sadly.
Yeah.
And an Iron Man.
All right,
Yeah.
so
Iron Man's my favorite hero.
JT, what is Brian going to say?
When Captain America throws his mighty shield.
See, that's not what I would have said. What did you say, Brian?
Superman.
Superman.
Because he wears the shirts.
Mhm. So Captain America is big in the Oaks family,
Mhm.
apparently.
Yeah.
We like Captain America.
And you
I
picked
thought for
Superman.
sure I'd get that one.
I would have said Spider-Man if I was
Hmm.
partnering up with JT, and I would have lost too.
I like Spider-Man.
All right, so can we get a tally for the score before we move into the second round?
We have one for the Witties still, one for the Oakses now. And
Ah.
shockingly, somehow, JT and Brian aren't able to make any matches yet.
It's like you two don't even know each
I
other.
know, it's crazy.
Ill fated.
All right. Now, these questions are for the men, so ladies, don't cheat, as is your want.
I'm going to go get my wig.
Okay, you
Go
your wig.
get costumed.
Do you want
Mrs.
Karen or do you want
Ryan.
Snape?
Uh,
I'm going to go get his
That's a
sweatshirt.
good
You just
question.
surprise us.
All right.
whichever voice you want to do.
Men love surprises. So, all right, men. If you said that you would do any item on the honeydew list, what would she pick? So, if you promised to do any item on the honeydew list, what would she pick to have you do? You guys might not even have a honeydew list, only being married 4 months, but it's coming.
I thought that was all the women's job.
That's true.
That's what our
That's
premarital
what it is.
counseling.
That's why I'm asking what you would have him do.
Okay. All
Everybody
right.
got
Got
it?
it. Got it.
All right. What are two things, guys? What are two things that she carries in her purse for sure? Two things that she carries in her purse for sure.
Oh. I think I have this.
Yeah. Okay. Do you have it in the bag?
Oh, God. I think I got this.
All right. Good.
I feel really good about this.
Good.
I can't wait to hear what Brian carries in his purse. And then the last question. JT, are you still writing?
Got it.
Go. Okay. All right. Guys, when she is texting someone, who is it most likely to be? when she is texting someone, who is it most likely to be? Texty, text. Texty, text.
Oh man.
I thought you would know this one immediately.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
All right, everybody's done, but we
Got
don't have
Done.
Brian back yet, so so we can get started, and he'll show up eventually. All right, we'll go to Pat. If you told Tommy that, or Tommy told you that he was going to do anything on the honeydew list, what thing would you have him do? Like immediately, what's the thing you would assign him?
I have to say that usually all I have to say is one thing. As soon as I say I want it done, he does it. I'm
does it.
serious.
Right.
He really
So there isn't
is
really a list.
good about that. Now the question was, what would it be?
Any one thing.
Yeah. What's the thing?
Right now
I guess
on the list. Things you
what's-
want to get done.
Right now on the list, Martha, who's back here staying with us, brought me a Gerber daisy, and I want him to plant it for me tomorrow.
Plant the flower.
Plant the
Plant the
flowers.
flower. Plant Martha's flower.
Wow.
Are you all off?
All right.
I had it
That.
upside down. Yeah, plant the flower.
Yeah. You knew that was coming, didn't you? This is actually like real time. Like Tommy knew
Fell right in. Great question.
that was at the top of the list.
Yeah,
That's fantastic.
yeah.
All right. Kristin, what's the what's the thing that you're gonna ask him to do?
To stick down our throw rugs so that I don't trip on them, or mop the floor.
That is not what I put.
Oh no! What do you think I want you to do?
What do you think
you said? Dishes.
No. You can do those anytime.
Really
too.
dropped the ball.
You put dishes?
I put dishes.
You put, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the honeydew list.
That's what I would have thought she would have
Yeah.
said, but I was wrong.
Right. Yeah.
Well, now you know.
Now I know.
Yeah. Now you
Tomorrow's a
know.
new day to get those things done. So
Yeah.
Well, and it's all about learning. I mean, you can ask Tommy and Pat, right? Right,
Yeah.
Tommy?
Yeah.
57 years.
You just had quite had a year. Come on.
Yeah.
Give yourself a little slack. Yeah. Yeah.
After 57 years,
Yeah.
you'll have the same clairvoyance that they have.
Oh,
All right. Brian is back, I think. Yes.
Really?
I got to say, I'm bummed that I didn't hook up my voice changer because I would have done I would have put the male to female voice on there.
Also, I could see you look a lot like Kurt Cobain.
That's true.
That's true.
How he looks right now at this moment.
Yeah. Okay, so Brian, the question is if JT. Oh, wait a minute. Am I going to the right? Yeah, Brian, going to Brian. Brian, if JT told you that he would do one thing on the honeydew list, what would you have him do?
It would be to write lyrics for a song.
Write lyrics
Yep.
for a song on the honeydew list.
Yeah.
He said write lyrics, JT.
Mine's close. It's in the same wheelhouse. I put some music to my lyrics already. That I've already written.
I did actually mean music in all fairness, but I just because I read
Okay, so
I wrote lyrics and sent them and whatever.
That's
I
very
would
close.
count that.
and I have not written.
That's
music
well.
to
Let's
his
ask the
lyrics
judge.
yet.
What are we going to say?
Okay, Karen.
Hey.
Karen and JT have a point. Now. We have one for the Witties, two for the Oakses, and one for JT and Brian.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, I want to talk to the manager.
Yeah, I bet you do.
let's avoid that if we can.
Okay.
All right.
Swarm.
Pat, what are two things that you carry in your purse for sure that Tommy's going to have
Two
written
things
down?
I carry: hand gel and billfold for sure.
Yes. Hand gel, wallet, yeah, the driver's license and all that. That would be your billfold. Yeah.
So that's two.
Bingo.
They got both of them. Boom.
Yeah.
57 years.
Yeah.
57 years. Okay. Kristin, what are two things that you carry in your purse for sure?
Wallet.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, I'm trying to think what you see me pull out of there. Sunglasses.
Oh,
Glasses?
man. Water and hand sanitizer.
I do carry those though. I do carry those. He is correct. I do always have water and hand sanitizer.
Yeah, but
And
that's
then
not
glasses,
the top two.
sunglasses.
So,
And glasses because we had
so what did you put down? You put down hand sanitizer?
hand sanitizer and water.
and water. Okay.
Let's have a big pocket.
Yeah.
I always have a bottle of water.
Mm-hmm.
Little
Now, do
tiny
you carry an
pack.
actual purse or is it like a backpack?
I, you know, that I know myself.
Yeah.
Yes. He can anticipate my needs better than I can. I carry a backpack, like a little backpack.
Okay.
Yeah. So it can hold a lot. It holds all his snacks too.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I should put.
Yes, it does.
Just a list of
His snacks and his toenail clippers. And then my powder.
3 rolls of toilet paper.
So he has his own. You guys don't share toenail clippers. He has his.
He has his and hers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We need boundaries. Every good relationship has them.
So Brian, what are two things that you carry?
Well, I don't use a purse. I'm more of a fanny pack lady, and so I would always do my wallet, of course, and my cell phone.
Wallet and cell phone. JT.
That's it. Is a Snape wig and a Walkman.
A
Snape
Walkman.
wig and a Walkman.
The Severus Snape wig.
Oh,
A Walkman in his
Because
purse.
he loves music.
I do love music.
Right.
This is correct.
So you think that he carries technology from 1980
I do.
around in his fanny pack?
And then I bring also a pencil so I can wind the tape.
I guess a cell phone is a type of Walkman now.
Yeah.
Because everybody carries their music in their cell phone.
yeah.
That is really stretching, but I like your enthusiasm. We had a very large leap from the Oakses that time with their 2 points. So now it's 1 for the Witties, 1 for JT and Brian, and 4 for the Oakses.
You should show the shirt.
Oh.
Since we finished that
Oh,
round.
yeah.
Yes.
Here's the Orioles.
Here's the
shirt.
Orioles shirt.
There it is.
Oh.
The
Oh, I
Orioles
love
have
it.
a better record than the
Yeah.
Yankees this year.
Whole
35. It's older than your cat, Isaac.
I have sewed it up several times. Holes. These are all holes.
Oh,
in
it
the
does have a
top.
lot of holes in it. I didn't see that.
I bought that at Camden Yards. The only time I've ever been to a professional ball game was a Orioles game, and I bought that the day I went. Had some Boog Pals barbecue.
Yeah.
Watched them play the White Sox and lose.
So is that just worn out? Those holes came from just
Yeah.
Yeah,
wear?
just wearing them. Yeah.
And I sewed it several times, but now I just quit because he wears it every day. I just
That was a good
let
gift.
it fall off.
How many gifts
That's
do you give that last?
I know.
That's
35
I was gonna
minutes?
say that's some good value for.
I know.
Well,
I
actually, he bought it for me.
That's
He
right.
bought it for me,
Yeah.
but he
I
took
confiscated it. Had my morning coffee in the Oreo shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's well loved. Hey, I wanted to hear the shoe story too. We forgot about that when we.
Oh, you got time for it? You want to finish out?
Yeah, we got time. We got one more question, and then we got the bonus round, and we're just going to blaze through that.
Yeah. Well, I had an aunt and uncle lived over in a place called Limestone Cove back in the mountains of East Tennessee, and they ran a country store there. And my Aunt Jean would go over there and live with them and work for them. It was Kyle and Opal Street, and her name was Jean Benfield at the time. And during those days, there was a certain kind of shoe polish that had an awful lot of alcohol in it. And guys who were addicted to alcohol would buy the shoe polish and drink it. Yeah, I can't remember for the life of me the name of it. It came in little black bottles, and it had, it wasn't a polish that you polish like that. It's the liquid polish that you put on shoes. And there was a fellow that came in that had a real alcohol problem, came in the store there, and was it Luther T?
Yeah.
I can't remember what his last name was.
Sorry.
What?
Was this a dry county?
Yeah, in those days. Theoretically, yeah, it was. It was. But the alcohol was in the shoe polish.
Wow.
And it was cheaper than getting it from a bootlegger. And so this Luther T had a real alcohol problem, and he would come in the store and buy that shoe polish. And of course, when he'd smile at you, you could tell he'd been drinking it. And my Aunt Jean it bugged the tar out of her that Luther drunk that shoe polish. And he came in there one morning, and he went back to the store, brought a big old bottle of it, and sat down there. She said, "Luther T, I'm not going to sell that to you." He said, "How come?" She said, "You're going to drink it." He said, "No, I'm going to polish shoes." She said, you don't have shoes to polish, so you got one pair of shoes on your feet. He said, "No." He said, "I got all kinds of shoes." She said, "No, you're not going to drink. You're just going to drink that, so I'm not going to sell it to you." He said, "I've got shoes." She said, "Well, you bring your shoes in here, and I'll polish every one of them for you." He said, "All right, blankety blank." So he left the store, and he was gone about 2 hours, and he came back with a gunny sack. And it had 16 shoes in it, and not a one of them matched. And he threw them on the counter, and he said, "There now, blankety blank, polish them blankety blank shoes for me." And so she polished 16 shoes. None of them matched. But Luther didn't get the shoe polish. So
True story.
Yeah, true story.
Where did he get them? Where did he get 16?
Who knows where he got them? He just wound around and got them wherever he could.
Off the people's back porch.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
All right. Tommy, when Pat is texting on her phone, as she constantly does,
she's going to have to guess.
I guess
the one that I think you. The person you would text the most.
Yeah, who's?
Oh my goodness, I text so many people. It'd be between my sister, my other son, and a bunch of girlfriends. So I don't know.
You got to pick one of them.
What's he gonna say?
He'd probably say my sister.
Oh
no. Jason.
I said Jason, which is our other.
Well, that's what I was going to say.
She said sister Jason or.
But I figured you'd say sister.
I was tempted. I really was.
Right. You were in the ballpark.
Yeah, I think they should lose points for that.
I started to say Jason.
All right, Kristin, when you're texting, who is it most likely to be?
Probably my sister, Catherine.
That was the second choice.
Who'd you put?
Your mom.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was
second place. I was going to say Catherine, but I went with your mom.
Yeah, I got to take your word.
Yeah.
They believe you.
That was your second choice?
Yeah, that was my second choice. Yeah.
All right. Again, don't feel bad.
It's hard not.
All right.
And you guys, I love that you guys haven't even commented once that we have all of background. Do you seriously think that we just have this normal? We did this for you guys.
Our
How psychotic would we be?
I thought you were just sitting on your couch, and it doesn't look weird. It doesn't.
Our whole house is just a memorial to the greatest.
Best wedding ever.
Floor to ceiling murals of our wedding.
Your nuptials.
Got my dress and his tux shadow boxed.
I like the way the Witties come on and they mock themselves. They mock their own marriage.
Well, no one else is going to do it. We're too cool. So.
Yeah.
And you can't let the joke go to waste. It's there. You have to take it.
No one said anything. We were like, they're going to really get a kick out of this.
Look at them commemorating their wedding. What losers.
It's not that weird. It's not. I mean, you guys just got married 4 months ago. We would expect to see a few pictures up there.
All right.
Yeah, if you had if there were 50 of them or 60 of them, then we'd be like,
Right.
yeah.
Or life-size cardboard cutouts.
If you're looking over the tops of piles of pictures that people.
And then we pan around the rest of the room and the whole.
Yeah.
Right. If you had
this.
if you had an image pillow next to you, and one of those throw blankets that has a giant picture, that might
Right.
be odd. Yeah.
Right.
One thing I will not stand for, I won't do the bric-a-brac stuff. Like, this is a house of love and all that. I will not do
Oh, we should have worn our wedding clothes.
Yeah,
what
that's true. We could have done that.
Yeah.
That's true. If you'd have been in your tux and dress. And,
I don't know where my is.
that's funny that you draw the line at actually declaring your love in writing somewhere around the house.
However, we did
Theoretical only.
we did get 3 things with our wedding date on it. So we could never forget. Not only is our wedding day Groundhog Day, it's also it's written on 3 pieces of wood in our kitchen.
And it almost got canceled due to weather or rescheduled due to weather. So all of our wedding date stuff would have been wrong.
Yeah. A Texas ice storm hit on the day before our wedding.
Well, and it's Groundhog's Day. I didn't even make that connection.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, if you'd have had a stuffed groundhog up behind you, we would have commented on that.
Over there.
Oh, we have those.
We have those actually.
Oh, we should have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's get into this lightning round.
We failed.
All right. Well, we got to get we got to get Brian's answer when you're texting someone. Brian, who is it usually?
It's probably my best friend Kelly. She's the best.
There's no way he's gonna get that.
Guess that.
I should have thought of Kelly.
What'd you put?
I said John Branyan.
Right up there next to Kelly. There.
Me and Kelly. All right. The lightning round. Oh, we need to update on the points, and then we'll go into the lightning round. And this is going to be
No change. 1-1-4.
Okay. 1-1-4. So
do it again?
you got some ground to make up. Witties and
there you go.
JT and Brian got some ground to make up. All right. Here's how this is going to work. I'm going to give you 2 things. It's going to be this or that, and you write down whichever one you prefer for whatever reason. All right. And the goal is to match your partner. And so there's a little bit of, psychology here that you're going to have to know. What's the other person going to put? Why am I going to, so you just write down the one, you could go by what you prefer, and then we'll see if they match. All right. For example, the first one, chocolate or vanilla?
Oh wait, I'm trying to match.
You mean I was supposed to put what?
You write
He
it
likes-
down.
What we think we would.
Yeah, you're writing down. You're basically writing down your preference, and we're going to see if your preferences
My preference.
I see. Okay.
Right.
So we're just
Oh,
So chocolate or vanilla? What is
we're
it?
writing
And we'll see
my
if you-
preference.
Mhm.
Each one of them.
Everybody.
Right,
You're
each
writing
one
what
is-
you think mine is, and I'm writing what I think
Here's
yours
what
is.
your
No.
preference
No,
is.
you're
What's
writing what
your-
your preference is.
you're writing what
Well,
you're
You
my
and it's going to be
preference is-
chocolate or vanilla.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right.
Right. And then we'll see if you guys are compatible chocolate and vanilla wise.
All right.
Or if you have to go
You're
like
right.
fudge
difference.
fudge ripple. If you're a kind of couple that has to do fudge ripple because you can't decide. Did you you got it?
Mhm.
Let's go. All right, well, let's go with Brian and JT first. What did you can hold them up simultaneously or just say it simultaneously? What did you have?
I went vanilla.
Yeah. You went vanilla. What'd you say, JT?
Chocolate.
Okay, that's not a match. I'm not surprised.
We got to match each other.
Tommy and Pat, how about you guys? Chocolate or vanilla?
So we
What
got
was
to
it?
match each other? Or
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Put down
Well,
your
what did you write down? If you have a choice between chocolate or vanilla, what did you write down? What would you pick?
Well, I would pick.
Yeah.
Okay. Vanilla.
What'd you say,
Chocolate.
Tommy?
Chocolate.
All right, so they don't match either. That's okay. You're just being honest. Witty's chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
chocolate.
Yeah.
All right. Okie dokie.
The
Coming
issues that
alive.
matter most in a marriage, we are aligned on.
Ice cream matters a lot. All right,
Mhm.
so I wasn't clear in the way I explained it. You write down which one you would pick. All right, so don't worry about trying to match. We'll see if they
Okay.
do match as a result of you
okay.
writing down what you pick.
All
All right.
right. Okay.
So dogs or cats?
Dogs or cats?
Mhm.
That's hard.
Not gonna match on this one. Maybe.
And I knew this before. This was before I heard the cat story from the Wittys. So,
On this one.
JT, Brian, what'd you put?
Cats.
Cats,
Dogs.
cats, and dogs. Okay.
Mhm.
Hedgehogs wasn't on the list.
Hedgehogs were not on the list.
Tommy and Pat,
Cat.
Cats.
cats and
Cats.
cats. So that's a point for the Oaks. And
Mhm.
Witties,
Dogs.
Cat.
dogs and cats. All right. That's all right. It happens. All right. Next pair. Morning or night?
Ooh,
Morning or nighttime?
I don't think we line up on this one.
Which one will you pick? You guys are both comics.
He's surprisingly an early riser.
Yeah. Morning or night? All right. JT, Brian,
Night.
Night.
nighttime. All right. There's a match.
Plus 5 points. Love it.
That's the handicap. Tommy and Pat.
Morning.
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 Uh-huh.
Morning.
Mhm. I picked that one. Witties. Morning. or
Night.
Morning.
Night and morning. You're a morning guy? Isaac?
Yes.
Really?
I feel
That's
more
interesting.
alive in the morning.
Hmm. That's interesting. I wonder how did you be a comic for all of those years where you stay up until
I was a big cocaine head. I had my shot in 2018. Remember?
Okay, that's
I was smoking meth.
So the next question, cocaine or Pepsi?
Oh.
All right, that was terrible.
All right, next question. This is an easy one. Bert or Ernie?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, all day. All day.
Bert or
I
Ernie?
have no idea.
I think.
They're Sesame Street characters.
JT, what'd you put? Ernie. Brian.
Ernie.
Brian, are you familiar with here, fishy, fishy, fishy?
Here, fishy, 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 fishy.
I just showed that to my kids last night. Weird.
It's
Anyway,
rubber
carry on.
ducky.
Here, fishy, fishy. All right, Bert or Ernie? Tommy, what'd you say?
Ernie.
Bert. I
Oh,
said
and
Bert.
I said
You said
Ernie.
Bert.
I
Interesting.
said Ernie. Hey, Bert.
I feel sorry for
Sorry,
Bert.
Bert.
He's dumb.
You feel sorry for Bert because he has to room with Ernie, or
Yeah, Ernie's always getting one up on him.
Yeah.
yeah?
Gee,
Okay.
I need to make this more even. Give me a bite.
Mhm.
I don't like
Yeah.
that. Mean. That's mean.
Spoken like a mom.
Bert got a sympathy vote from Pat. It's okay, Witty's Bert or Ernie?
Ernie.
There's a
See,
match.
Bert
You were
needed- Bert needed
Bert's
a
a
vote.
jerk. He's a stickler for the rules.
Yep.
Pat was the only one who voted for Bert. He was
Feel
that was
sorry for Bert.
yeah.
Bless his heart.
I know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who keeps a paperclip collection? Come on.
Bert is the Pharisee.
All right,
of
let's
the
skip.
I used to
All right, I got two
insult my
more.
sister by calling her Bert.
I got two more here.
All right.
Paper cut or stubbed toe?
Ooh,
Will
wait.
we prefer more?
Prefer?
Paper cut or stubbed toe?
Oh gosh.
You got to pick one.
It's basically would you rather. So pick the thing you would rather have,
Mhm.
and then
Mhm. This one is easy.
Mm.
This is a no-brainer.
Yeah, really.
You're probably all going to get it wrong. Okay, Brian, JT,
Stub toe.
stub toe.
Paper cut. Ow! Paper cut.
Paper cuts last forever.
Yeah,
Stub
but
toe is
it's-
like you get that initial and then it goes away.
Tommy and Pat, what'd you say?
Paper cut.
They both.
Aha. Paper cut.
You notice the entire Oaks family are paper cut people.
Yeah.
We are. We are. We've had stub toes, I tell you.
They're Captain America people, paper cut people.
Mhm.
They all drink shoe polish. Witties, paper cut or stub toe?
Stub toe.
Oh, paper cut.
What?
I would rather.
My husband's a psycho. I have a paper cut right now. And it's been there for 4 days. And
A stub toe can be really bad. You're wrong. It's not just
stub not
wrong.
broken.
Yeah, you get like a 15 minutes max.
Stub toe really
Oh no.
Paper cuts are the gift that keep on giving.
He's got some real deep toe trauma.
Maybe I've had a paper
like-
cut worse than your paper cut.
What? I think that would make you
No, I
do
mean the
stub
other
toe.
way around. Maybe I've stubbed my toe way worse.
There's no expression "death by 1,000 stub toes."
Yeah, exactly.
That should pretty much tell you right there.
Thank you, Karen. I knew you had that.
I'm with you.
Specifically speaking, I don't think it's death by 1,000 paper cuts either, is it? It's just
That
just
would be
1,000
horrible.
cuts. Yeah.
Yes,
What I like was Kristin's most enthusiastic reaction was to that question right there. Like everything else she took in stride, and as soon as he said stub toe, she's like, what?
Frustrating.
Who have I married? Okay.
I did not bring. I did
All right.
not
This is
bring this up in premarital counseling.
now you got stuff to talk about at your next therapy. All right. Last question. Roller coaster or Ferris wheel?
Ooh. Where'd my pen go? No. Oh, here's my pen.
Roller coaster or Ferris wheel? That's the Oaks. They live by a highway.
Mm-hmm.
They don't even notice it. They don't even notice it. But the rest of
Notice
us
what?
are like, are they
Notice
in a
what?
tornado?
What?
What's going on? All right. JT, Brian, Ferris wheel or roller coaster?
Roller coaster.
Roller coaster. All right. We got a match there. Good job, both of you. Proud
Plus
of
10
you.
points.
Tommy and Pat, roller coaster.
Ferris
Ferris wheel.
Oh,
Yeah.
They are just nails.
Ferris wheel in the morning.
a Ferris wheel in the morning.
A
Yeah.
Ferris wheel. I love the sound of a Ferris wheel. The smell of a Ferris wheel in the morning.
Ferris wheel in Central Park.
Smells like stale
New York
popcorn and
Yeah.
spilled beer.
Yeah.
Witty's, what is it? Ferris wheel or
Roller coaster.
Oh,
Roller coaster.
Ferris wheel.
What?
I can't.
You've never ever mentioned a Ferris
We've
wheel
never-
in our entire time we've known each other.
They're
true.
technically
I can't
supposed to
ride
act
because I'm claustrophobic. I can't wear a harness. I can't breathe.
You told me you love roller coasters and we could go on them as long as they didn't have shoulder harnesses.
Right, and they all have shoulder harnesses.
No, there's
Ferris wheel in the morning. That's what I want to do. I want to read my Bible on a Ferris wheel.
At the crack of dawn.
A hot cup of coffee.
Bubble shoe polish.
Bubble shoe polish. Yeah.
parks alone in our apparently.
Read Leviticus.
A whole year to figure this out. All right, that's the game.
So Brian and JT and Kristin and Isaac were right next to each other the whole time. Every time one of them got a point, the other did, until the last round when JT and Brian pulled ahead by 1 point.
That's right, Brian.
And the Oakses won overall, first place.
Rematch in 40 years.
Yeah.
Well, to be fair, Brian and JT have known each other longer than you two have.
That's
true.
That's true.
That is true.
To be fair. So, all right, that's our show. Peach, do the thing that you have to do, and then we'll
And we'll what? Okay, well, you can support the show by going to johnbranion.com and becoming a clicker. We didn't shout out to the clickers today, did we?
No, we should have. We can.
Are the people here new ones?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're new ones. So everybody shout out when you see the name pop up. Just yell that.
Just
name.
shout it. It always works really well.
This week, in no particular order, we got
Holly
and
Melanie
McGuire.
Thank you, Paula and Melanie. If you are a member, then the link for the Effort Party is on the members' homepage. And we always have the Effort Party right after the show. For members only, we talk, debrief, console the losers of the games. Yeah. Juwan wasn't here today, but you can find out where he's going to be next at castingcrowns.com.
Mm-hmm.
You can support JT by visiting his website, johnthomasoaks.com. Also, we're streaming to Brian's channel right now simultaneously to the John Branion channel. So youtube.com/comedybrian and support Brian. And where can everyone find you, Isaac and Kristin?
On our individual...
Instagram.
Never mind. Flip.
Oh. No points. No points for that answer. Not a match.
Our website, but
Okay.
Yeah, okay, our website. Yeah.
Okay.
Instagrams works too.
So what's your website?
IsaacWitty.net, KristinWeberOnline.com, because I already paid for it for 2 more years.
All right, IsaacWitty.net, Kristin Weber online.
Witty comedy soon to be here.
WittyComedy.com.
And yeah, we should probably mention Vacay.
Yeah, we
The
should
reason
shout
we're doing this is because Kristin and Isaac are both joining us in July for Vacay with Comics. I believe we're at least trying to get Brian and JT out there too. Pat and Tommy, you can come too. That would be awesome.
We're trying to get everybody.
We're collecting all of our last minute attendees. So we've sold a couple more tickets this week, and we'd love to have you and your family. So come with us. It'll be fun.
It's going to be super fun.
How are we going to read the credits tonight? What were you going to do?
I hadn't even thought about that.
Oh.
How about if I just read them like Bob Eubanks?
I have no idea who that is.
Guy who ran the Newlywed game.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right.
You're such a child.
Can you do
She's a
Bob
mere
Eubanks,
child.
Brian?
Mere child.
I just say, no, that's Chuck Woolery. I was going to say back in 2 and 2.
All right, you do Chuck Woolery, and I'll do Bob Eubanks.
Ready, go.
All right.
I don't know what you're going to do, but do it.
Hey, the comedy club. I'm actually putting my finger up to my ear as if anybody can see it. Peter Chapman, Jacqueline Creech, Pat Edgington, Brenda Erickson.
That just
have all
sounds like
supported
you.
the show. And this is the best Bob Eubanks I can do. James Rogers, Olivia Rugrock, and Kevin Teason. Support the show.
We'll be back in 2 and 2.
Bye.
Over to you.
Hedgehog. The answer